Hey you guys, welcome to my channel. This is Mary from Mary's Pretty Things. I hope everybody is well and safe and haven't gone too crazy with being stuck at home with the self-distance thing. But anyways, it's for our own good. It's to help keep us all safe. So I just want to thank you for coming back to my channel. Thank you for all my subscribers. Thank you to all my brand new subscribers. I'm excited about it, and I have a little bit of an announcement at the end of this video to tell y'all about. So, and I'm really looking forward to it. But anyways, oh crap. I might as well just tell you now. I'm sorry. I need about 8 more people to subscribe to my channel, and then I can do my very first giveaway. And by the way, that would be my hubby walking in the background. So, hi, Greg.
Good night.
If any of y'all know GrannyDee, GrannyDee just loves him. Really does. Sends messages even to him. So if you've ever been to one of her lives, and I'll leave her link down below. She comes on weekends at 3 p.m. for her live. And Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, she does her live at 5 o'clock. And she's working on getting her 2K, and she's getting close, but she needs a few more. So I'll be leaving her link down below also as well. So it's been a few weeks since my last video. I did my last video actually on my birthday, and so much has happened then. Of course, the craziness of what's going on. Only reason why I look at the news is just so I can have an update. But it's just depressing. And it just brings you down. And, oh yeah, I almost forgot. Surprise! I have a new hairdo. Yes, for the ones that have been here the longest, know that I don't normally have color in my hair. I have pink in my hair. Unfortunately, my camera is not the greatest on my computer, so you can't really see the correct color. But this is all pink, and then the main color is like a red, purple, brown color. So I'm sorry you can't really see exactly how it is, but there's a reason for these colors. Some of y'all know, I don't know if all of y'all know, but some of y'all do know I have been fighting breast cancer. And I have found out that I had breast cancer in July of last year. And I've finished all my radiation. I'm doing my hormone treatments, but I haven't been declared, I don't want to say cancer-free, but I haven't been declared in remission yet. So until then, I'm just going to fight away. And the pink, of course, is for breast cancer. So that's why I got it all up in the front. The purple represents for fibromyalgia. I know a lot of people have fibromyalgia. I've been suffering from it for 21 years. I got it from being pregnant with my daughter. And it's gotten worse. And of course, after having my son, made a lot of other things worse because I had him at the age of 43. So I'm literally raising 2 different generations of children. It sounds weird, but it's true. My daughter is 21 and my son will be soon to be 3. And he is autistic, and that really keeps me busy between trying to do my YouTube stuff, trying to stay well, going through all the different hormonal changes that I'm having to go through, all the emotional roller coasters that I'm having to go through. It's not always easy. And I've been having a lot of down days lately, so that's the other reason why I decided to do my hair. I called my daughter, and my wonderful daughter was very willing to come over and help me. And I say very willing because my my hair actually goes all the way down to my back and all the way down my back, almost to my butt in the back. So I have a lot of hair. But I wanted to let y'all know what I was up to, and to let y'all know, no, COVID has not gotten me. I've had a little bit of cold, but that's about it. But I've been trying to keep busy. So let me get on to what I've been doing. Here lately, I have been making a lot of masks, and I'm starting to kind of lose my crojo on doing them. So I've had to kind of change them a little bit just to keep them a little exciting. But I'm doing them because of the fact that I want to help people. And this way I can feel like I'm actually doing something to help. I've been donating my time and basically just asking people to donate the money for the yarns just so I can keep doing and doing and doing. And I just want to, help as many people as I can. I did 2 different masks. The first one I did was done by Bonnie Barker, and I will leave a link to the video down below. This is the mask that she has put out, and it has a pocket in the back, and the filter goes in the pocket, and all it is just a folded piece of cotton t-shirt material, and it's in the little pocket. That way you have 4 different layers, and it is breathable. I have tried it. It's 4 different layers that you would be breathing out of instead of 2. And so I've been making these. I can add wire to them or not. Some people don't tell me if they want a wire, so I've just been putting the wire in there with them and then letting them finish. If they need the wire, they can put it in there. And then, just so I could change it up a little bit, I decided to design my own. And it was pretty simple. This is a larger mask, and I'm not quite done with it, but I'm almost completely done with it. I just have to put the filter on it. It won't be a removable filter like what that one is. This is going to be a little bit of a different filter because you'll be able to wash the whole thing together. But this is what it looks like. And all it was really is just, I chained 38 stitches, and then I went from the second chain from the hook and did half double crochets, and I just made it as wide and as long as I needed it. And then I made the earpieces, and the way I've been doing all the earpieces, if they're too big, then you can just adjust it by cutting at this little, well, it's not little, but cut at this knot right here, and it'll separate them, and then you can make adjustments. All I need left to do on this one is to actually sew on the filter. So I plan to do that hopefully tomorrow. And that way I can get these done. This one's actually going to be for my mom. And then I've got a tan one I'm going to do for my dad. While I have been gone, I had a couple of injuries. Like I said, I have an autistic son. And one of his issues is when he gets upset and starts to have a fit, he likes to headbutt. It's not easy. I'm going to tell you, it's not. He is very physical. It takes a lot to help him. And one day he got a little mad. Well, he gets mad, sometimes. Well, lots of times. And then he'll headbutt me when he's mad at me, or he'll headbutt the floor. I'd rather him headbutt me than the floor. Well, one couple weeks ago, or a week and a half ago, I think it was maybe, he was jumping on the bed, and he accidentally landed on my knee. That put me out for a few days because when you have fibromyalgia, let me try that again. It's late. Been a long day. Fibromyalgia, when you get injured, the injury or the pain level, for me, I'm only speaking from my experience. I can't tell you from everybody else. But from my experience, for me, when I get injured or have surgery, one, it takes longer for me to heal, and two, my pain level is a lot higher because it just kind of throws my fibromyalgia completely in crazy zone. And then I'm in a lot of pain for several days. And it's not fun. And then I also injured my back. And I don't know how I did it, but it's not easy to get up and down. And I still have to do as much as I can for little man because daddy's working. Daddy's the only income. So daddy has to work. So I just take care of little man, and try to do as much as I can with the crochet and everything. But because of that reason, I thought I would let everybody know what I do when I'm in bed besides crochet. I actually have a little tray that I use. And I kind of wanted to show you, it's this tray. And it was given to me. And I'm going to actually repaint it. And I'm going to get Robert to help me in the project. So I'm going to get some finger paints, which I already have. And I want him to finger paint on the top of it. And then I'm going to put clear coating on it. And that'll just be a special crochet gift, crochet tray for me. But when I'm in bed and when I'm working on projects, I try to put everything together. I want to be as much organized as I can because, well, it's just me. I need to be organized when it comes to my crafts. It doesn't always look like I am organized, but I'm organized for me. But with my tray this time, since I'm working on the masks, what I do to prepare is I take the tray, and one of the things that I always put with my project bags, or my project tray, I should say, is I always have a notebook and a pen. That way I can take notes if I need to. If I have an idea, I can write it down. I do everything like that. I also have a nail filer. And the reason why is because sometimes my nails split. And then they end up getting attached to the yarn and pulling the yarn and whatnot. So I always have a nail report. That way I can get those rough edges off if I need to. And I also put an extra pin on my tray. I also have my handy dandy tape measure. Thanks to my loving husband. I have a pair of scissors. And if anybody has never seen scissors like this, these are Renaissance style scissors. And they are extremely sharp. Matter of fact, the nurses love these scissors. They try to steal them from me all the time. Or they beg me to tell them where I get them. And then I tell them where I get them. And I get them at the Renaissance Fair. And they're very reasonable. They're not expensive. And unfortunately, this year, both Renaissance fairs that I do, or work, I should say, because I'm a reenactor at them, and I sell my wares there, are not going to be happening this year. One was supposed to be this weekend, so it's a little depressing that I couldn't go and do my project, or do my Renaissance reenactment and sell my wares like I wanted to. The other one is in October, and that one has also been canceled. So my two biggest events that I like doing, I will not be able to do. So that's not fun. Now, being that I'm working on these masks, I have to have wire, and I have to have tools. I have my nippers, and this is my wire straightener, and this allows me to do curls, so I can curl the edges and it doesn't scratch anybody. Bonnie Barker uses a paper clip for hers. Me, I just use wire, but I usually do jewelry and stuff because I make that as well. But here lately, I haven't been doing that. I also have my little box, and in my little box, because I concentrate really hard, I'm always licking my lips. So, chapstick, darning needle, and of course, stitch markers. Now, if any of y'all that have seen my previous video would have seen the stitch markers that I had made. This is one of them that I made. Let me put it up close so you can really see it. It's a star with a shell behind it, and it's a wooden bead also. But I also have a different one that I've been using also for a different project. That's a whip that I've been working on, just so I can kind of change and crochet a little bit, something a little bit different than what I've been doing, just to kind of get a break from them. And I've been working on my whip, and I'll show you that in a second. But anyways, back to the tray. I'm about to lose track. Y'all have seen my other videos. I love the light. It's one of my favorite crochet hooks. I have one that lights up and is rechargeable, and I've used it so much that it now has medical tape on part of it, electric tape on the other part of it, just to keep it together so I can put the heads in and out and keep them from coming out because it's loosened right up here. And these do the same thing. They're plastic and just happens from use, and I've been using these for an awful long time. Well, sometimes I crochet at nighttime in the dark when hubby is sound asleep and I just can't get my mind together and just the TV is going. Well, there's a 55-inch in our bedroom. I call it the wall of TV, and it puts off an awful lot of light in that small room of ours. So using this actually works. And this is the other one that I normally use, an ergonomic one. Well, if I take a break from this, doing the masks, I have been working on a whip that I've been trying to finish. It's called the Vita Shawl, and I will have to leave a link for you on that too down below. And I've been working on this for a while now, and I do have a real pretty stitch marker that I will show you. And the reason why I chose these colors is because it's pinks and purples, and because of my fibromyalgia. That is one of the reasons why I have chosen this. But anyways, this is the stitch marker that I'm using. And of course it has the breast ribbon, and it's actually a second part to it, but it just flew off. This was originally a keychain that I turned into a stitch marker, so I just have to kind of fix it up, but that's no big deal. Like I said, I got the tools. But anyways, I will leave a link for this shawl down below, and it's the Vita Shawl, and it's beautiful. I already know I'm going to have to block it. Usually I don't block anything unless it's something major, but this one I'm definitely going to have to block. But the yarn that I'm using is a yarn that you can't even get anymore, or at least I don't know where you could, because it came from AC Moore. And as y'all know, AC Moore no longer exists. got bought out by Michaels. And Michaels is not getting that when they have their own brand, which I really like loops and threads. I use that quite a bit. Anyways, I'm trying to get this untangled for you guys so y'all can see what it looks like. I should have done that before the video started, but I just wasn't thinking. I mean, it is late tonight. Anyways, this is what I've got done. And you can see the color changes are starting, and like I said, I'm going to have to block it because for some reason, I don't know, I screwed up my tension up here somewhere, but I'm going to block it and it won't look like that by the time I'm done. But this is what I'm doing, and like I said, it's pinks and purple, and the pinks and purples are of course for the breast cancer, and the purple is for the fibromyalgia. The color for fibromyalgia is actually purple and a butterfly, but that's what I'm doing. So luckily, this is actually being the same exact needle size as what I'm doing or using for my masks. So then today, I went into 3 lives today just because I wanted to catch up with everybody pretty much, because I've been kind of incognito for a few weeks simply because I just was not feeling good. And fighting everything and working really hard with my son, and it's really working. I mean, he'll be 3 next month, and his language is delayed. So we've been working hard on it, and he's now he can count to 10, and he's been learning his ABCs, and we have discovered that music gets through to him. So music is helping him learn, and he's learning how to speak that way, along with me helping him. And constant repeating and repeating and repeating of everything. Repetition really helps for him. So I can't speak for other parents that have autistic kids, I'm sorry. I can only speak for my case because a girlfriend of mine, her daughter is autistic, and her autism is different than my son's. They're just 2 different parts of the spectrum is where they're at. And so that's what ended up, that's what's going on. I'm just, we're really trying hard, and I'm going to be homeschooling him. That is the plan. He does good with one-on-one, but not very well with large groups of people, especially when there's a lot of people in a small room and the noise is loud. And I've noticed he is pitch sensitive. So as he gets older, I'm learning his little quirks and trying to find out what's going on. So, and then what I'm moving around in the screen is a project that I decided to try. I had been wanting to do it, and I just hadn't yet. And on one of the lives, I was on Nonie's live, and I will link you. I will put the link on the bottom. It's Nonie May's Way, and I will put the link on the bottom for y'all to check her out. She is awesome and funny and straight to the point, down to earth, and I've really, between her and GrannyDee, I have just really grown to they have a favorite place in my heart, and I just love these 2 ladies to death. But when I was on her show, I was asking her some questions because she makes the polymer clay handles. I'd been wanting to do it, but I just hadn't been able to, and just wasn't exactly sure what all I was supposed to do. So here's what I did today. Now I have not put the glaze on it, but I do have the glaze. show it to you. I am just super excited about it. Of course, like I said, I had to do the glaze. I'm going to make 4 of them. This is the H size hook, which is my favorite size hook. And I'm going to make some more. But I just wanted y'all to see, my very first handle that I have ever made. And it's peach, pink, and white are the different colors on it. And it's, again, made out of polymer clay. So, I'm going to go ahead and say night. This is probably the longest video I have ever done. But there was a lot I had to cover. But anyways, everybody, don't forget to subscribe. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. Subscribe. And remember, I need 8 more, and then I can do a giveaway. And I'm really looking forward to doing that. My very first giveaway. Now, when I can get a Happy Mail video, that's going to be exciting too. But one of those days it'll happen. But anyways, I hope everybody stays well, stay safe, do y'all social distancing. I know it's kind of hard. I actually had a surprise yesterday with a friend that I hadn't seen in quite a few years, and she stopped by, and I was so excited to see her. But she would not have come over if she had been exposed or had COVID, because she knows I have to be safe, and so she's being real careful. But I just wanted to let y'all know, please stay safe, stay well, and like I said, subscribe, like, comment. I do comment back, and I just love all of y'all's comments. They really cheer me up, and I really appreciate y'all. So, love you guys, and I will talk to y'all later, and y'all have an awesome week, and I'll have another video out soon. Bye.